toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to one of the most beautiful campuses in the country, Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and home to the Red Hawks. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Akron Zips, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Miami, Ohio Red Hawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Hawks will put total leather and we'll get started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Akron's offense will go on the attack first. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's talk about Akron. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because
breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Zips have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did
Touchdown, Zips! And they have the first points of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Miami, Ohio's offense has the ball for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of a quality teammate.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Red Hawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Red Hawks will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, becoming a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Akron. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Ohio is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Peden Stadium, but the Bobcats have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Back to pass, it's Grant. With the catch, it's McLaurin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Guys, let's talk about the Red Hawks. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed. Turning on the Jets. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got it! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. And the Red Hawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run. Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got...
Touchdown, Miami! Great job by the back on the option. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
14, Miami, Ohio, 7.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. You want to talk about ending the first quarter on a bang. A huge chunk play before they finally get him out of bounds to end the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Miami, Ohio,
7. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Zips have this offense rolling.
Here we go.
A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Pickett.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Back to throw, it's Grant. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Hawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Pickett. Good job running down the route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Red Hawks will snap it on 1st and 10. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Got it in the middle. It's Hardy. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Red Hawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got... Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Zips! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to...
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Redhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Trying to move them on the counter. Creates a little room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Guys, let's chat about Akron. They'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A little screen to the running back. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Akron. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Redhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Grant. Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy game.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Zips. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The screen, and watch out! And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Back to pass, it's Grant. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Redhawks in the hurry up.
And that's a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I know this is an offense, but you don't have plays designed for your quarterback to hold on to the ball that long when you're throwing from an empty set. You have got to get rid of the football soon.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The holder will put it down at midfield, a 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Oxford. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weed Eubank Way.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Looking to pass. It's Grant. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
You know, they say football is a game of inches, and on that last play, that easily could have been an interception and a huge play for the defense, yet somehow, after the deflection, the offense is able to make the catch, and looky, this drive is still going.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Red Hawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the single back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Finds a man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Zips send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Red Hawks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Red Hawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Hills. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Fires complete on the crosser. Touchdown, Akron! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. West Virginia is running away with things, and it's thanks in large... An offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 31 over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Red Hawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Loss of 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough.
He's loose. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Redhawks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's locked. Quickly complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, the running back has it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Safe completion on the screen. Sweet cut there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Connection to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Zips trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Steps away to find some room. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Here on third down for this offense. To the air, it's locked. Unloads to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And the Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got an open man. Oh, a lot of space. At the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The play-action fake. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Zips have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds a man on the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Zips will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. To the air, it's Grant. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Red Hawks headed quickly to the line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Red Hawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Pickett. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Red Hawks are moving quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
1st and goal, Red Hawks.
Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Dropping back, it's Grant. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Redhawks.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them? Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.